Today, we will explore profound life lessons from philosopher Seneca, lessons that we often realize too late in life. Seneca, with his wisdom and experience, has left us with quotes that not only inspire, but also guide us on how to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Without further ado, let's jump into the first lessons and find out how they can change your life forever. 1. The hardest thing to endure is to remember the sweetest thing. Seneca. When we remember sweet memories, we often feel happy and warm. However, this can also bring a feeling of heartache when we realize that those things are gone and cannot be returned. Seneca reminds us that sometimes what makes us suffer is not the current difficulties, but the beautiful memories of the past. This requires us to learn to appreciate the happy moments when they come, and accept the fact that everything can change. By living fully in the present and not being stuck in the past, we can find peace and move forward. 2. Life is like a play. It is not the length, but the excellence of the acting that counts. Seneca emphasized that the quality of life is more important than the number of years we live. Just like a play, it is not its length that is memorable, but how it is acted. We need to live a meaningful life, make a positive contribution, and leave a good impression. This means that it is not about living long, but about living a valuable life. Focus on making each day meaningful, and do not worry so much about prolonging your life that you forget about its quality. 3. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor can a man be perfected without challenges. Seneca compares human development to the polishing of a gem. For a gem to become shiny, it must undergo wear and tear. Similarly, humans need to face difficulties and challenges to perfect themselves. Challenges are not just obstacles, but also opportunities for us to learn and grow. We should not be afraid of difficulties, but should see them as opportunities to train ourselves and become stronger. Life is short and full of worries. For those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future, they live well. Life is long enough. Seneca reminds us that life is short and uncertain, but many people waste time worrying about the past or the future, forgetting that the present is the most important thing. If we live consciously and enjoy every moment, life, though short, is still meaningful. Living well is not just about living long, but about living meaningfully, not letting time pass by in vain. Focus on the present, and make each day complete. 5. There is no evil tendency of the human heart so strong that it cannot be overcome by discipline. Seneca believed that we all have evil tendencies, but they are not uncontrollable. Personal discipline is the key to overcoming bad habits and negative tendencies. This requires perseverance and determination, but if we commit to it, we can overcome our weaknesses. Discipline not only helps us live a better life, but also makes us stronger and more responsible people. 6. If you live in harmony with nature, you will never be poor. Seneca encourages us to live simply and in harmony with nature. When we live this way, we will not be obsessed with material things and wealth. In fact, happiness does not come from owning many possessions, but from living a simple life, knowing enough, and being satisfied with what we have. Being in harmony with nature also helps us reduce stress and anxiety, because nature brings peace and tranquility to the soul. Learn to live simply and appreciate what nature has to offer. 7. If you live according to what other people think, you will never be rich. Seneca emphasizes that we should not live according to the expectations of others, because that will make us lose our personal identity and freedom. True wealth does not lie in material possessions, but in the freedom of thought and the ability to live the way you want. If you are always worried about what other people think, you will be bound and unable to live a full and rich life. Live for yourself, pursue the values and goals you believe in, instead of trying to please others. So we've gone through 7 meaningful quotes. If you find them really valuable in your life journey, write them down in your diary to guide you in the next steps. But before we continue with the remaining 23 lessons, I hope you can take a little time to do some small but meaningful actions. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. This is the simplest and completely free way for you to support the channel and ensure that you will not miss any valuable lesson. Now let's move on to lesson number 8. 8. The master of a fool is to be everywhere and nowhere. Seneca pointed out that people who do not know the direction of their lives are always led by conflicting ideas and goals, will ultimately achieve nothing. When you don't have a clear goal, you get caught up in all sorts of trends and opinions, and you can't focus on what's really important. This causes you to waste time and energy without achieving any results. Be clear about your goals and focus on them. Don't let yourself be distracted by unnecessary things. 9. Uncontrolled anger often hurts us more than the harm that causes it. Seneca warned that anger, if left unchecked, can cause more harm than the problem that caused it in the first place. When angry, we often lose control and act without thinking, leading to negative consequences for ourselves and those around us. Learn to control your anger, think before you act, and look for peaceful solutions instead of letting anger control you. This way, you will stay calm and not cause consequences that you will regret. 10. Only time can heal what reason cannot. Seneca emphasizes that time is an important factor in healing emotional wounds. There are things that reason cannot solve immediately, but over time they will gradually be solved. When you are faced with pain or difficulty, do not rush to find a solution. Let time do its job, and you will find that many problems will naturally be solved or become easier to deal with. Be patient and trust that things will settle down over time. 11. No wind is a favorable wind when a man does not know what port he is sailing to. This quote from Seneca emphasizes the importance of clearly defining your goals in life. If you do not know where you want to go, then no conditions can help you achieve success. This is similar to how you cannot take advantage of opportunities if you do not know what you are looking for. Be clear about your goal and then take advantage of every opportunity to achieve it. When you have a clear goal, all the conditions around you will become favorable for you to move forward. 12. The strongest man is he who has himself in his power. Seneca believes that true power comes from self-control. A strong person is not someone who can control others, but someone who can control himself, his emotions, actions, and thoughts. When you can control yourself, you will not be swayed by external circumstances and can make wise decisions in any situation. This power helps you overcome difficulties calmly and confidently and become the true leader of your life. 13. True happiness is enjoying the present without worrying about the future. Seneca reminds us that happiness is not something that lies in the future that we have to achieve, but a state of mind when we know how to live in the present. Too many people waste their present time worrying about what might happen in the future, resulting in them never truly enjoying life. Learn to appreciate the present moment, live it fully, and you will find true happiness without worrying about what is yet to come. 14. The mind that worries about the future is suffering. Seneca emphasizes that worrying about the future is one of the main sources of suffering. When you spend too much time worrying about what might happen, you not only lose your inner peace, but you also cannot enjoy the joys of the present. To reduce anxiety, focus on what you can control right now, and let the future take care of itself. This way, you will feel less stressed and live a more balanced life. 15. The best cure for anger is delay. Seneca suggests that the best way to control anger is to delay your response. When you are angry, your emotions can overwhelm your reason, leading to actions you will later regret. Instead of reacting immediately, pause, take a deep breath, and think carefully before you say or do anything. This delay will give you time to look at the situation more objectively, helping you stay calm and respond more wisely. 16. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca explains that luck is not something that happens by chance, but rather the result of preparation and the ability to seize opportunity. When you are well prepared and ready to face challenges, you are more likely to recognize and take advantage of opportunities when they arise. This means you need to constantly learn, develop your skills, and maintain a ready attitude, so that when opportunities arise, you can turn them into success. Remember that luck is really what you create. 17. If you really want to get rid of the things that bother you, what you need is not to be somewhere else, but to become someone else. Seneca emphasized that changing yourself is the most effective way to solve life's difficulties. Instead of looking for solutions outside yourself or waiting for your circumstances to change, Focus on changing the way you think and act. When you change yourself, you will find that the problems that used to worry you are no longer so important. Start from within and you will see everything around you gradually change in a positive direction. 18. All cruelty comes from weakness. Seneca asserts that cruelty, violence, or evil behavior often comes from inner weakness, not from real strength. Cruel people often do so because they cannot control themselves or they feel threatened. True strength lies not in hurting others, but in the ability to control yourself and act compassionately. In this way, you will not only live a better life, but also contribute to creating a more peaceful and humane world. 19. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who longs for more, that is poor. Seneca reminds that poverty is not a lack of material things, but a constant desire, and never being satisfied with what you have. When you always want more, you will feel deprived and unhappy, no matter how much you own. On the other hand, if you know how to be satisfied with what you have, you will feel rich and happy. Learn to appreciate what you have and don't let your constant cravings rob you of your inner peace. 20. No one ever became wise by accident. Seneca emphasized that wisdom is not something that happens by accident, but is the result of constant learning, experience, and practice. No one becomes intelligent and knowledgeable without going through a process of learning and self-improvement. To become wise, you need to constantly learn from your mistakes, listen to others, and train yourself. Wisdom is a journey, not a destination, and it requires effort and perseverance. 21. There is no joy in possessing anything of value unless you have someone to share it with. Seneca asserted that true joy comes not from possessing material possessions, but from sharing things of value with others. No matter how rich or successful you are, if you have no one to share your joys and achievements with, you will feel lonely and empty. Human connection and love are what make life meaningful and worth living. Cherish and share what you have with others, because that is true happiness. 22. Make sure on your dying day that your faults die before you die. Seneca reminds us that life is short and death is inevitable. However, before we die, make sure that our past mistakes, bad habits, and mistakes are resolved and let go. Don't let them haunt you for the rest of your life. Work to correct your mistakes, learn from them, and live a life without regrets. This way you will die with a peaceful mind and no burden. 23. The greatest blessings of humanity are within us and within our reach. Seneca asserts that the most valuable things in life are not material luxuries or power, but rather inner qualities such as kindness, patience, sympathy, and love. These blessings are within our reach, and we can experience them at any time if we know how to appreciate and develop them. Focus on cultivating these qualities instead of chasing after material things that are out of our reach, because these qualities bring lasting happiness. 24. A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without desiring what he has not. Seneca advises us to learn to accept and be content with what we have, instead of always longing for things that are unattainable. Wise people know that life doesn't always go as expected, and they know how to face challenges calmly and without complaining. When you accept your fate and appreciate what you have, you will live a happier and more peaceful life, without being haunted by things that are out of reach. 25. Whatever can happen at any time can happen today. Seneca reminds us that life is short, and no one knows what will happen. This means that we need to live each day as if it were our last, not letting worries about the future make us lose the enjoyment of the present. Live life to the fullest, cherish the moments, and don't procrastinate on important things. This way, you will live a life without regrets and be ready to face whatever comes your way. 26. He who has hurt you is either stronger or weaker than you. If weaker, forgive him. Stronger, forgive yourself. Seneca advises that when you have been hurt by someone, the best way to deal with it is to forgive. If the person who hurt you is weaker than you, revenge will only increase the cruelty and bring no benefit. If they are stronger than you, revenge can cause you more suffering. In either case, forgiveness is not only an act of compassion, but it also helps you free yourself from resentment and live a more peaceful life. Forgiveness is true strength. 27. Time will reveal the truth. Seneca believes that the truth will eventually come to light, no matter how well hidden it is. Time is a powerful factor that can bring to light things that we cannot see immediately. This encourages us to live an honest life and not be afraid of the truth, because in the end, the truth will always come out. Be patient and believe that, no matter how vague or unclear things may be at the moment, time will bring clarity and justice. 28. When a man does not know what port he is sailing to, no wind is favorable. Seneca emphasizes the importance of having a clear goal in life. If you do not know where you want to go, no conditions can help you achieve that goal. When you have a clear goal, all your efforts will be directed and it will be easier for you to take advantage of opportunities to move forward. Be clear about what you want to achieve and focus on it, so that your life becomes meaningful and successful. 29. While we are delaying, the speed of life passes by. Seneca warns that life waits for no one. When we procrastinate, time passes and we lose the opportunity to do important things. Don't waste time procrastinating. Take action as soon as you can to ensure that you live life to the fullest and don't let valuable opportunities pass you by. By being proactive, you will seize more opportunities and live a life without regrets. 30. There is nothing more precious than a grateful heart. Seneca emphasized the value of gratitude. A grateful heart not only brings happiness to its owner, but also spreads warmth and positivity to those around him. Gratitude helps us appreciate the good things in life, even the smallest one. When you are grateful, you will feel more satisfied and happier, and this also helps you build good relationships with others. Practice gratitude every day, and you will find life becomes richer and more meaningful. Thank you for watching the whole video. If this video is useful, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our videos.